We're going to misremember the Roquefort if we never become incendiary. And the times that we are pickled and the times that we are left without any kind of condiment at all, these are the times when we see the prognostications that brought us to this point, and we have to stand firm and we have to deny all the horseradish that's ever been put on the Knickerbocker. So what's going to happen? I don't care to draw straws that are made of referendum. What I care to do is assemble, and we can say that the assemblage and reassemblage that has been hypothesized in every one of these discourses, or at least the majority of the discourse, is a certain kind of paprika. And when you take these things and you collect them in a hospital bed, you aren't seen so much as a Stearnsman as a Helms pepper. And we have to be freaks. We have to be spasmodic and unkempt. And to take unkemptitude and make it into the kind of fragrant omniscience that we would accuse a deity of is kind of like a back door to a portal to a dismemberment. And if we say, oh, a limb has been left in, Schenectady and another limb has been left in Port Arthur, then all the courses that we travel trying to reassemble this corpse only make futility out of our munchies. And the ways in which we acquire a ravenous, misappetited home is the foundation that we have to build the pillars upon when we're looking for ponytails on our pumpernickel. And I'd say, if you like your Widdershins, then you can discard the coupons. And if you don't like them, then you can do a kind of jelly dance and see all of the people reflected in the mirror of all the countenance that you've eaten and uneaten, which some would say is a regurgitation, but can also be a co-gurgitation, because to eat something again means possibly to eat a fecal ejection. And there are many ways of ejecting fecality other than anus hood. One of the ways that you can do it is by a direct access, a sort of shunt, if you will, to that combustible ingestion system that also creates the outgestion. And so what are we going to stand upon if we have laid this foundation and it's made of graham crackers? And if you try to stand on graham crackers, you're going to fall through and you're going to have your ankles in the fire ants of remembrance. And to take an inscription and make it into a photo collection and take that happenstancery and make it into a collage is the kind of affront to responsibility that nobody likes when they're putting on their pants in preparation for being discarded from the student council. And so we have to say, I am a grill-laden beast, and we have to say, no, the chains that I might otherwise put around my obstreperousness are a thing unto themselves and a kind of genuflection before mortality. And I don't think that if you try to set up immortality as a shibboleth, then what you'll see is there's a repartitioning that takes place, and we say, I am distinct from another kind of immortality, and another kind of immortality, and another kind of immortality, because there is an immortality of delinquency in addition to an immortality of frontage, and an immortality of ankle bracelets, and an immortality of tattoo. So what are we going to say in the case where there's a monsoon of hypocrisy? What we have to say is, I have hypocrisy in my hip pocket, see? And all of the people who stand around, they might snicker or they might salute. And if you take a snicker as a kind of salutation, then you will be advancing through the ranks. And to achieve the highest post in a net worth of thistle is to say, I have lost my roots and I have placed myself beside the balustrades that are constantly assuaged by a rampart enamored hope. And do we tie this up together with all of the things that we say are unraveling the mitten? Or do we say, no, the mitten is a holy thing, and to bow down before the mitten is as if to take off the chains that you might have if you were bowing down before a boot? The things that cover the hands and the things that cover the feet can never be friends. Thank you for listening. As always, comments welcome.